In this video, I am fixing every one of Ash's Pokemon teams from the first generation of the Pokemon anime to his final team in Pokemon Journeys. I'll be going through each of Ash's adventures and explaining how and why he caught each Pokemon. Now this won't be a complete rework of his teams, I'll still include Pikachu and a few others I think were valid enough to stay, but you will definitely see some changes because Ash, I can't lie, can use some adjustments to a few of his teams. I'm looking at you, Unova. Anyway, let's begin with the first gen, Kanto. Good old Kanto. And who better to start the team off other than Pikachu? Yes, of course, he is joining the team. Do I really have to give an explanation here? The next team member is Charizard. I couldn't get rid of Charizard, guys. I think Ash's Charizard is one of his most powerful mons, and he was definitely a highlight during his time in Kanto. Thirdly, I'm going ahead and keeping Squirtle, but evolving him all the way up to Blastoise. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Squirtle, but I think he can still be the Squirtle we know and love, as well as being a big bulky Blastoise, because Ash getting a Blastoise in Kanto was always a dream for me, especially sided with Charizard. Ooh, baby. Fourth team member goes to Bulbasaur. The reason I didn't evolve Bulbasaur this time around is, well, that I think Bulbasaur already proved himself worthy of staying a Bulbasaur. After all, this man has a 71% win record, and yes, maybe if he did evolve, he would possibly be stronger, but I think there's a high chance he ends up like Torterra and becomes really bad after evolving. Numero 5. Maybe surprising, but I've decided to go with Mr. Mime. A bit different, I know. Obviously, we've seen Ash use Mr. Mime in Journeys, so we know he's allowed to battle with it. And because Ash is allowed to use it, why not have him take it with him on his journey in Kanto? After all, Ash could use a strong Psychic type on his team. Lastly, and this one is one of my personal favorite out of the new Pokemon on Ash's Kanto team, this Pokemon is Aerodactyl. Why Aerodactyl, you may ask? Well, do you remember that one episode where Ash woke a bunch of fossil Pokemon? Well, he just so happened to wake up an Aerodactyl too. And this called for a whole scene with Charmeleon evolving into Charizard after deeming Aerodactyl a worthy opponent. Then once Charizard knocks out Aerodactyl in my universe, Ash can catch Aerodactyl, surprising everyone that Ash just caught the extinct dinosaur fossil Pokemon. So to recap, my Kanto Pokemon are Pikachu, Charizard, Blastoise, Bulbasaur, Mr. Mime, and Aerodactyl. Next up is my Johto squad. Starting the team off is of course Pikachu. We all love him. Next, I'm keeping Cyndaquil, and in this timeline, he is going to evolve all the way into Typhlosion. Cyndaquil was good, Quilava was great, but Typhlosion would be a powerhouse, and that's why I have to make this change. I love Typhlosion. Number 3 is Bayleaf. Don't worry guys, I'm not gonna just evolve every one of Ash's team members. Honestly, Bayleaf was one of the better Johtomons in my opinion. For example, she took down a freaking Houndoom, not to mention that Houndoom belongs to Harrison, so it's probably decently leveled as well. Meganium might be better, but where Bayleaf stands, I think it is perfect as is. Fourth spot goes to Feraligatr. Yeah, Ash is catching all the starters once again, and this time he is evolving Totodile into a formidable Feraligatr. I still think it would be funny if Feraligatr acted exactly like Totodile, just bigger and stronger. I think that would be hilarious. Then of course, when he battles, he's just an absolute beast. Here we go, number 5 with a fan favorite Tyranitar. So, Ash has decided he isn't going to leave Larvitar back and instead is smart and brings Larvy with him on his journey, eventually evolving into a Tyranitar right before the Johto League begins. This would absolutely blow everyone's minds if that happened, and it would have been amazing to see Ash wield a Tyranitar. Lastly, we have to go to Suicune, so that Go doesn't get one in Pokemon Journeys. Okay, well, it's actually probably best nobody gets Suicune. So the last spot goes to Scizor. Now, as much as I love Heracross, I think I would have preferred if Ash caught a Scizor. Maybe Ash caught a Scyther in Kanto, and once he came to Johto, he transferred it back into his party up until it evolved into a Scizor. Plus, it's a Steel type. Ash doesn't own many Steel types, so I think this would be great to see. Alright, that concludes my Johto team. To recap, we have Pikachu, Typhlosion, Bayleaf, Feraligatr, Tyranitar, and Scizor. Hoenn team, here we come, starting off with Pikachu, followed up by a classic Sceptile, just like Charizard. I'm not going to explain why he's here, because I don't need to. Thirdly, Swellow, a top tier bird, and I think it has enough good wins to be here, and it's all around a solid bird. Number 4 is interesting. I chose Flygon. The reason Ash needs a Flygon, yeah, I'm following the hype train of people wanting Ash to catch a Flygon. It's just so cool. A little dragonfly thingy, Ash would love that. Plus, it would be one of his better battlers in Hoenn alongside Sceptile. 5 is Swampert. Yeah, Ash deserves Mudkip. Come on, bro, it's Mudkip. Ash and him go hand in hand, personality-wise and color-wise. And yes, I know Brock owned a Mudkip in the series, but it was kind of forgettable and better suited for Ash anyway. Lastly, this one's another one of my favorites, which is Shiny Absol. Absol is crazy enough. but why is it shiny? Firstly, I wasn't sure if this spot should go to Houndoom because I also really liked Houndoom. So I asked you guys in a poll, Absol or Houndoom, and you guys said Absol. I even have a shiny Absol in Pokemon Go, which is why Ash is getting one too, because I think it looks amazing. Recap time, we have Pikachu, Sceptile, Swellow, Flygon, Swampert, and shiny Absol. Arriving at the Sinnoh region, we have Pikachu again, and the second is Infernape. We love Infernape. Thirdly, Staraptor. Can't forget about the awesome bird. Just like Swellow, I needed to keep Staraptor. Fourth is another fan favorite, Gibble. Yet, you know, we're not just leaving him at a Gibble, of course. He's evolving all the way into a fully fledged Garchomp. Ever since Ash caught little Gibble, we all wanted him to evolve. I think it's one of Pokemon's greatest missed opportunities in all their missed opportunities. Next is Turtwig. Yes, I just evolved one of Ash's Pokemon. Why would I do that? Well, let's be honest here. Torterra kinda sucks, and was much better off as a Turtwig. He can be like Bulbasaur, a really good small green guy that doesn't look all that intimidating, but can deal a good amount of damage. This one may surprise a few of you, but I'm choosing Lucario here for the last spot. Bro, come on. That one Riolu side arc with Hunter J was amazing. I wanted Ash to catch Riolu so bad after that. They even shared an aura bond and had a way better personality than current day Riolu / Lucario. So yeah, Ash should have called Lucario after the side arc ended, and then train it until it evolved into Lucario. This is a stacked team of Pikachu, Infernape, Staraptor, Garchomp, Turtwig, and Lucario. Moving on to everyone's favorite region, Unova. Pikachu, bam. Crocodile, same as always, he's just a beast, what can I say? Snivy is here, but it's not staying a Snivy, of course. It's evolving into a Superior, my favorite starter Pokemon. Speaking of my favorite Pokemon, Stunfisk is at number 4. A crazy left field choice, I know, but he's being included because it's my list. And if you don't like it, then fine. This team is still better than Ash's original squad. Hey, and Stunfisk can be a funny comic relief Pokemon. Also, I just remembered Silent had a Stunfisk, so let's just pretend Ash traded his Boldore for it or something. Fifth is Oshawott, but not really because he's being evolved into a mighty Samurai. Yes, I know this one's gonna be controversial. However, I think it's time for an Oshawott to glow up and he can evolve into a Chad Samurai at the end of the series. I also think that would be very fitting for his character arc, and he'll be really good by then too. Win-win in my book. Last, but not least, is another unexpected guest, Zoroark. Yes, okay, this one might be a stretch too, but it would be a dream if Ash woke up one day and decided today's the day he's gonna catch a flippin' Zoroark. Zoroark can even prank Oshawott or something and help it evolve, or do something cool of that nature. It would be really interesting to see. Unova team recap. Pikachu, Crocodile, Superior, Stunfisk, Samurott, and Zoroark. A lot of sisses. Kalos time, baby. Now I'm gonna be honest, most of Ash's original team stays because, come on, Ash's Kalos team is just so good, it's hard not to like it. So Pika Pika remains the same, as well as Goodra, obviously, he's just the GOAT. I was debating on whether or not I'd get rid of Hawlucha, however, his character was good and Hawlucha was also very strong. Talonflame, same thing. Great bird, in fact, my favorite bird, and surprise surprise, Greninja is also staying here because it's Greninja. I already see people trying to hate on Goodra. Okay, you know what? Let me explain first why I chose Goodra in the first place. I mean, it would be pretty stupid to say Goodra's only here because of my personal bias. Anyway, I honestly think if Goodra was used more, it would have been a beast. I don't know why it sucked in the Kalos League, probably because they were trying to show off what the other Pokemon could do, aka trying to show off Greninja. But he did destroy Clemence's Pokemon Luxray, so that's a W. Also, Goodra is a pseudo legendary, which automatically boosts this guy's likelihood of performing great in battle. Alright, enough said. The last Pokemon I chose is Tyrantrum. Yeah. I'll give you permission to say that this one is a bit biased because I love dinosaurs. And Tyrantrum is a flippin' T-Rex with a beard. But other than that, I think this is a way better alternative than that trash Noivern. Argue all you want about Tyrantrum, but to me, I wish Ash caught Tyrantrum at the Fossil Lab, and it would have been so cool to see. At least for me. Final Kalos team, Pikachu, Goodra, Hawlucha, Talonflame, Greninja, and Tyrantrum. Alola! Alola is here, everyone's favorite underrated series. Pikachu, followed up shortly by Incineroar. I couldn't get rid of this awesome cat, I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it. Third goes to Lycanroc. Literally nothing changes about him. He's perfect the way he is. God, because it's God. What? Do you really want me to justify this? Okay, he destroyed a Decidueye only using 1% of his power. There you go. That's all you need to know about God Rowlet. Now we have the first interesting Pokemon, Kamoa. Yes, another dinosaur, but this time he's cool because he's a pseudo legendary, and I could see a lot of great potential with this Pokemon. Maybe it has beef with Lycanroc or Torracat. It would have been a warrior-like personality, sort of similar to Surfetch'd in Journeys. It's also just a sick-looking Pokemon, so any personality I would give it, or it would have, would be awesome. Lastly, do you remember that one Eevee with that long hair Ash was trying to get until Lana came in and stole it from him? Well, in this timeline/universe, Ash gets to snatch Eevee, and then later it evolves into a Espeon. Yeah, that's right. I didn't forget about Espeon. Plus, Ash having an Espeon in Alola would be tubular, bro, since it would even be more of a chill Espeon, hanging out with God Rowlet on the beach. Now, if you don't like the idea of Ash catching Lana's Eevee, I'd be fine with adding Melmetal back into the team, cause he's the home of God Rowlet, and God Rowlet needs somewhere to sleep. Also, Melmetal is pretty powerful, but you guys can decide if he stays or not. But this was my Alolan team: Pikachu, Incineroar, Lycanroc, God, Kamoo, and Espeon/Melmetal. Last but not least team, the Journeys team. Probably the most interesting and unique team out of them all. Now this time we have to evolve Pikachu. This is long overdue, and it's Ash's final series. Pikachu needs to evolve into Raichu. Yeah, now we're talking. Next, Dragonite. I mean, in this version, Dragonite didn't sell near the end of Journeys and was just as good as he was at the beginning of the series. Real Journeys fans know what I'm talking about. He was a beast back then. Gengar as well. He is staying because it's always been one Pokemon Ash has been so close to catching all the way back from Haunter and Kanto. Gengar also has a very likable personality with some good W's towards the end of the series. Fourth is Shiny Obstagoon. Another random shiny? What is this, Gooey? Well, yes, but hey, at least the colors match this time around. Obstagoon is one of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, and it was a shame Ash wasn't able to really encounter nor battle this Pokemon. Rillaboom is in 5th, since Ash needed this guy. Seriously, Pokemon was wild for not giving him a starter in the first place. It's dumb too, cause Grookey would have been a perfect choice since Ash do be whacking people with sticks with his stupidity. Not gonna lie, that sounded way better in my head. Ow! The last Pokemon. Who could it be? Where could it be? How could it be? Arcanine? Yup, he obviously needs another Kanto Pokemon, and what better one to give than Arcanine? Yeah, maybe it could have been something more original, but honestly, he needs an actual legendary Pokemon other than Melmetal. To recap, we have Raichu, Dragonite, Gengar, Shiny Obstagoon, Rillaboom, and Arcanine. Also, the whole Pikachu evolving into Raichu thing was sort of a joke. Please don't cancel me. What did you guys think of this list? Valid or not? And for the real ones who stay watching till the end, I opened up a special feature on my channel that allows you to gain exclusive perks. These perks include early access to new videos, your name appearing at the end of all my videos, an exclusive Discord role, and private polls for those that want to vote on upcoming events. Plus, you get these cool emojis next to your name in the comments, and if you stay in the club, you can earn your way towards a shiny Goodra and possibly God Rowlet himself. If you're interested, click the join button here. Bye!